Alright, welcome back to this channel, Massa Tutorials, you see, where mathematical literacy begins. Alright, so we are still continuing with sets, and we are still doing the rationalizing the denominators of sets. And this is the B part. So we are done with the A part, where we looked at expression of this 4 as you see over square root of a. So we did numerous examples on this expression here. Now we proceed to the B part, which we will talk about expressions of the form c over a plus square root of b, c over a plus square root of b. Now we did conjugate sets, where we said that if you have 3 plus square root of 2, if you have a set like this, 3 plus square root of 2, then its conjugate will be 3 minus square root of 2. So the sign between the two numbers, or the sign connecting the two numbers together, will change to what? Negative. So if it is positive, it will change to negative. And likewise, if you have 4 minus square root of 3, if it is negative, it will change to what? Positive. So this is what we are trying to see. So we conjugate sets, and it will be useful in this part, which is part B, expressions of the form c over c over a plus square root of b. So follow me through as we solve more questions on this. So this is what we are coming to do. Make sure you remember conjugate sets, how to change from positive to negative and all that. And don't forget to conjugate sets. The product of two conjugate sets will result in what? Or will always result in a rational number. So the product of two conjugate sets will always result in a rational number. So we'll be solving 5 questions here, then we'll proceed to the next aspect. So let's go. Alright, so let's see this first example. Rationalize the denominator of 4 over square root of 3 minus 1. So 4 over square root of 3 minus 1. 4 over square root of 3 minus 1. We want to rationalize this, and we have a set at the denominator, so we need to rationalize the set. Now, so this will just be equal to 4 over square root of 3 minus 1, then times, so we take the set, which is square root of 3 minus 1. We use square root of 3 minus 1. So when we take that, check for the conjugate of this, square root of 3 minus 1. And its conjugate is square root of 3 plus 1. The conjugate of this guy is this, square root of 3 plus 1. Now, we use this conjugate to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. We use the conjugate to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. So we have square root of 3 plus 1 all over square root of 3 plus 1. Now, this serves as what? Multiplication of fraction. So you find 4 times square root of 3 plus 1 all over square root of 3 minus 1 times square root of 3 plus 1. So this is what we have. Now let's see. 4 is multiplying everything inside the bracket. So we use the distributive property. This is 4 will multiply square root of 3 and 4 will multiply 1. Don't forget, if 4 is multiplying square root of 3, it is multiplying the coefficient of square root of 3, not the 3 inside the square root. So it is multiplying the coefficient of square root of 3. So 4 times what? 1, which is 4. Then we write our square root of 3 plus 4 times 1 is 4. All over square root of 3 minus 1. Square root of 3 plus 1. That's difference of 2 squares. So we apply difference of 2 squares, which is square root of 3 all squared minus 1 squared. Okay, so let's continue, which will have 4 square root of 3 plus 4 all over. The square takes away the square root. We have 3 minus 1. Now, this will give us 4 square root of 3 plus 4 all about 2. We can split, where we get 4 square root of 3 over 4, over 2 plus 4 over 2. So our final answer here, so let's see our final answer here. 2 going to power many times? 2 times, so 2 square root of 3, then plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this is our final answer. That is our final answer. So we get 2 square root of 3 plus 2. Very, very simple. So we need to understand the conjugate sets, then you'll be able to do this. All right. All right, let's see this one. Simplify 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 plus square root of 2. We want to simplify this expression. Don't forget, we have a set at the numerator. We have a set at the denominator. But our main focus is at the denominator. So we don't go to the numerator and rationalize. Of course, yes, we can rationalize the numerator, but our focus here in this lesson, rationalizing the denominators of what? Of sets. So here, we have to rationalize the denominator of this set. It is 1 plus square root of 2. So this guy, you have to find its what? Conjugate. Then use the conjugate to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. So we have 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 plus square root of 2 times, the conjugate will be 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 minus square root of 2. So this is what we have. We take multiplication of fractions. So numerator times numerator. 1 minus square root of 2 times 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 plus square root of 2 times 1 minus square root of 2. Now, this is no difference of 2 squares. Minus minus is no difference of 2 squares. But this is difference of 2 squares. Plus then minus. 1 square root of 2 square root of 2 is difference of 2 squares. So for the denominator, we apply difference of 2 squares. For the numerator, we do not apply difference of 2 squares. So here, that's multiplication of 2 binomials. We apply that. So this 1 will multiply 1. And the same 1 will multiply negative square root of 2. Then you are done. Then you come to negative square root of 2 will multiply 1. And the same negative square root of 2 will multiply negative square root of 2. So that's what we are trying to see. So it will be 1 times 1, which is 1. And 1 times negative square root of 2, which is negative square root of 2. Then we come here, negative square root of 2 times 1, which is also negative square root of 2. Negative square root of 2 times negative square root of 2, which is positive square root of 2. All over. Now here we pick the expression that contains the minus sign. So we apply difference of 2 squares. So it will be 1 squared minus square root of 2 or what? Squared. So we here 1. Then this guy. Let's see something here. Grouping of like terms, negative square root of 2, positive square root of 2. They can cancel. Or even negative square root of 2, positive square root of 2. They can cancel. So we'll get 0 here. Now we are left with what? 1 minus square root of 2. We are left with 1 minus square root of 2. So we have 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 squared is 1, then minus square root of 2 all squared, which is what? 2. Alright, we continue. Now, which is 1 minus square root of 2 all over 1 minus 2, which will give us negative 1. We split, which will be 1 over negative 1, then minus square root of 2 over negative 1. Here we have negative 1. Negative, negative. When they meet, we get positive square root of what? 2. So this will be the answer. That will be the answer. Very, very, very simple. If you don't understand, please play back the video for better understanding. Let's see example 3. Alright, let's see this one. Example 3. Example 3. That's 1, simplify 1 over 3 minus square root of 2. Simplify 1 over 3 minus square root of 2. Now, we are focusing on the denominator. So denominator is a set. 3 minus square root of 2. We need to rationalize, or we need to simplify. So we have to rationalize the denominator of the set. So we apply the conjugate. The conjugate of this guy will be what? 3 plus square root of 2. Minus changes to what? Positive or plus. Then we use the conjugate set to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. So we get 1 out of 3 minus square root of 2 times 3 plus square root of 2 all over 3 plus square root of 2. So multiplication of fraction, we multiply numerator, we multiply denominator. 1 times 3 plus square root of 2 all over 3 minus square root of 2 times 3 plus square root of 2. So this is what we have. Now 1 times the whole of this expression is the same thing as 3 plus square root of 2 all over. We apply a difference of 2 squares. So we take the expression that contains what? Minus. So it will be 3 squared minus square root of 2 or what? Squared. So this is what we have. Now we apply 3 plus square root of 2 all over 3 squared, we have 9 minus square root of 2 all squared, which is this 2. Again, 3 plus square root of 2 all over 9 minus 2 we obtain, that's 7. For this, either you leave it in this form or better still you can split, which is 3 out of 7 plus square root of 2 over 7. Or with this again, you can better still write it as 3 over 7 plus, or the coefficient of square root of 2 is 1. So 1 out of 7 square root of 2. Very, very simple. Let's see the fourth example. Let's see this one. Solution. If square root of 3 minus 2 over square root of 3 equals p square root of 3, find p as the value of p. So we go square root of 3 minus 2 over square root of 3 equals p square root of 3. Alright. We can better still see that we can rationalize this guy. Thus, we have a set here, which is square root of 3. And with this, we can find its conjugate to be like that. So we just rationalize this one. So it will be 3 minus, let's see, 2 over square root of 3 times square root of 3 over square root of 3 equals what? P square root of 3. Now we get 3 minus 2 times square root of 3, we have 2 square root of 3 all over square root of 3 times square root of 3, which is 3, equals p square root of what? 3. Now this is out of 1. find LCM, that's subtraction of fractions. So the LCM is just 3. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 3 into 3 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2 square root of what? 3 is equal to P square root of what? 3. Alright, so let's see something here. The square root of 3, and I didn't bring the square root. So square root of 3. Square root of 3. Sorry. So square root of 3 minus 2 over square root of 3 times square root of 3 over square root of 3. Okay. So the LCM is 3. 1 going to 3 how many times? 3 times. So we get 3 times square root of 3 is just 3 square root of 3. Then minus that's 2 square root of 3. Alright. So now, they are like sets. Square root of 3, square root of 3. You can subtract their coefficients. So that will be 3 minus 2, then square root of 3 over 3 equals P square root of what? 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have 1, then times that square root of 3 over 3 equals P square root of 3. Now this can be written as 1 over 3 square root of 3 equals P square root of 3. You can divide both sides by square root of 3. Then you get square root of 3. So that this one cancels, this one cancels. So what will be P? So therefore P is just 1 over 3. Or better still, you can compare the left hand side to the what? To the right hand side. Then you conclude that P is what? 1 out of 3. Very, very, very simple. So sorry for the oversight. Sorry. Then we've done the correction. Very, very simple. So please play back the video for better understanding. Our last example, then we proceed. Alright, so this is our last example. Simplify 2 over square root of 5 plus square root of 3. Now, the denominator is the set. Square root of 5 plus square root of 3. So we need to find its conjugate. The conjugate will be square root of 5 minus square root of 3. We use the conjugate to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. So we have 2 out of square root of 5 plus square root of 5 plus square root of 3 times square root of 5 minus square root of 3 all over square root of 5 minus square root of 3. We use that to multiply. So now, we've done that. So multiplication of what? Fraction. Numerator will multiply numerator, denominator will multiply denominator. So we have 2 times square root of 5 minus square root of 3 all over square root of 5 plus square root of 3 times square root of 5 minus square root of 3. We use the distributive property. 2 multiplies that, 2 multiplies that. So 2 times square root of 5 will be 2 square root of 5 minus 2 times square root of 3 will be 2 square root of 3. All over, we apply difference of 2 squares. So we take the expression that contains minus. So it will be square root of 5 all squared minus square root of 3 all squared. We go again. 2 square root of 5 minus 2 square root of 3 all over. Here we have 5 minus 3. We go. Now 2 square roots of 5 minus 2 square roots of 3 all over. 5 minus 3 is 2. We split because we can simplify, and the question says simplify, so we split 2 square root of 5 all over 2 minus 2 square root of 3 all over 2. This one cancels, this one cancels. What do we have? Square root of 5 minus square root of 3. And this they are unlike sets. So which means that we are getting the conjugate of the denominator as our answer. So our answer is square root of 5 minus square root of 3. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. What are you waiting for? If you don't understand mathematics, just go to my YouTube channel, Master Tutorials. Share, subscribe, like, and comment. TikTok, Master Tutorials. I'm there live and colored. I teach mathematics for GHS, SHS, primary. I teach SAT, IGCSE, ILS. That's the International Lower Secondary. We are there also. O level, then A level too. We are there. If you need my services, you contact 05410 05410 or 050 Master Tutorials. We see where mathematical literacy begins. See you in our next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And thank you for commenting. Bye bye.